Hi, folks. Welcome to JDMS Global in Ogdensburg, New York, upstate New York, right next to Canada. In this program, we're going to talk about how your money can work for you. I would love to hear from you, so after the presentation, can you send a comment, like, and share this presentation to your friends? This presentation is an informal education tool to show you how you can maximize your income with a bonus presentation on how you can become successful in whatever you desire. Thank you for joining me in this exciting adventure, and remember, you can always refer back to this presentation at any time. Thank you and enjoy. So, does money actually work for you? And how does it work for you? Let's think about that for a while. How does money work for you rather than you working for your money all your life? Living paycheck to paycheck. It's payday. Gotta get to the bank. Gotta pay that car payment today, or the repo man will take my car. Gotta pay my light bill today, or they will cut my power by the end of the day. Finally get to eat something rather than ramen noodles. Gotta get minutes from my phone. Sound familiar? We are slaves to the almighty dollar, aren't we? Working long hours, day after day, going home tired, taking care of the family, and trying to sleep, but stay up worrying about how you are going to pay the next bill. Money changes the way we think, the way we worry, and the way we act. It's never too late to change. The older we get, we sometimes think about how we will survive when we retire. The cost of goods and services keep going up as the years go by, and they will never go down. We need a strategy to change all this. We need to think about how we will live a comfortable life. How will we take care of our family when we pass? We worry day after day about how we will survive in this economy so we don't pass the burden on to our family. These strategies are not taught in schools. Do you remember Grandma and Grandpa telling you to save your money in a piggy bank? Remember breaking that piggy bank? Remember how excited you were when you did? Well, now is the time to take action and reap the rewards. I challenge you, the 5 jars of money. The 5 jars of money. Sounds simple, right? This strategy consists of the 5 jars of money. Go ahead and gather yourself 5 jars or containers that you can label. Can be anything, can be simple, leftover pill bottle containers, leftover jars, leftover cans, any kind of container you can think of that you can label. I want you to label each one in the following. The first one I want you to label FFA. Stands for Financial Freedom Account. The next one I want you to label LTSA. Long-Term Savings Account. And the next one, EA, Education Account. The next one, NA, Necessities Account. And the last, PA, Play Account. Here is the fun part. Percentages. When you get paid, take your net income, not your gross, what you take home, and divide them in the following. FFA, Financial Freedom Account. 15% of your net income goes into this jar. Never, ever, ever spend this money. I repeat, never, ever, ever spend this money. Invest this percentage only. You can put this money in mutual funds, IRAs, stocks, bonds, rental property, etc. But never ever spend it. The next jar, LTSA, long-term savings account. You need to put 10% into this jar. This is for major expenditures such as car renovations, vacations, college, old debt, etc. LTSA, long-term savings account. When we talk about this, this is like a regular savings account that you put 10% in, okay? You let it ride for a while, and if you need that renovation, if you need that car, if you want a vacation, you can use that in your long-term savings account. The next one, EA, education account. 10% would go into this jar. This is the type of account that you would use for, let's say, online courses, ordering books, expanding your mind, learning. It is never too late to learn. The next jar is the NA, necessities account. This is a very important account. 55% of your net would go in this account. This is the money you live on, such as food, utilities, gas, insurance, clothing, credit card payments, etc. This is the important account. This is where you would put in your checking account because you are constantly writing checks to pay off your utility bills and such. Next and last is play account. 10% of this would go into your play account. Play account, folks, is exciting because you can blow it by the end of the month. Blow it all by the end of the month. Things like going out to dinner, mini getaways, going shopping, having some fun. Here are some explanations for each jar of money. The financial freedom account, 15%, has many advantages. This is the one big account that your financial freedom comes from. Let me tell you how. Stocks that pay dividends. When you buy stocks with this account, that pays you money when the dividend date is due. You can have a steady income every week, every 2 weeks, every month, or however you want to plan. You also have the choice of reinvesting the dividends into your stock. IRA, investing in this is a long term for your future. Rental property. You can invest in a property and turn it into a rental to receive income and save it for your future nest egg. Build up your nest egg and turn it around and invest that money into your IRA or mutual funds or back into real estate to buy more properties for rental. Do you see where I'm getting at here? Do not ever touch this money. Trust me, the rewards are great later on in your life. Long-term savings money jar, 10%. This jar is for your major expenditures, emergency money, buy a new car, do some renovations around the house, go on a nice vacation, pay for college, pay off your old debts. Education money jar, 10%. This money jar is for any education, books, online courses, education materials, and expand your mind. It's never too late. The necessities money jar, 55%. This is the most that you will put in this jar. This is the jar that you will keep the most money in. Why? Simply because this money is used for your necessary to live on. Food, utilities, gas, insurance, clothing, credit card payments, etc. This money typically goes into your checking account. The play account money jar, 10%. This is my favorite. You can blow this money by the end of the month. Yes, just have some fun. Go out to dinner, take a mini getaway, go to this casino, buy what your heart desires. Compulsively shop if you want. So what do I do with all this money? All my jars are full. I can't put any more money in them. You resisted touching it except for your necessities account, which goes into your checking. Let's go to the bank. The FFA, Financial Freedom Account. You would deposit this money in an account at the bank and name it FFA account. The only time you withdraw this money is if you put it into mutual funds, IRAs, stocks, bonds, and other investments like real estate. This is the money that gives you financial freedom. Never, ever spend this money on anything else but investments. Long-term savings account. This is simple. Put all this money into your savings account. Yes, bring the jar to the bank, take the money out, bring the money to the bank, however which way you want to do it. Put all this money into your savings account. I also have an example here of the best and worst states for saving money. Review it. See what you think. Any explanations? Always leave me a comment. The education account. This is the money you would create a different checking account for. You would go to the bank, you would label a different checking account as your education account. Now, you would write checks or use this money for online courses, books, etc. Necessities account. This money goes directly into your personal checking account. For this reason, it is money that you write checks to pay bills and living expenses. The play account. This money goes into a new created savings account labeled PA. Remember, you can blow this by the end of the month if you'd like. The credit card dilemma. Good credit, bad credit, poor credit, credit score, interest rates, and a lot of other credit jargon. We all know that having a stack of credit cards is great, right? Well, am I right? Wrong. Too many credit cards can dig a debt hole so far it would take you years to pay them off. So what do? How many cards should I have? The answer is one. Uno. Here is the reason. You need to get yourself a credit card that pays you. Yes, there are credit cards that do this, believe it or not. They pay you. Find one that gives you the most points and the most miles. Trust me, having just this one of these cards will provide you with free flights, free hotel stays, and other gratuities. Pay this card off every month the bill is due. Work hard to clean your credit. The report by the Federal Trade Commission, completed in December, but just released, found that 21% of a representative group of American consumers discovered a confirmed material error on their credit report. The credit report was issued by the big three credit reporting bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Look, If there is a mistake on your credit report, nobody's going to fix it but you. You have to take the initiative to check your credit report and make sure it is accurate. You also need to report any false entries in your credit report. Nobody else is going to do it for you. There are thousands of fraudulent identity thefts that take place in today's credit world with online shopping and lack of security. Your financial freedom. Finally, you have reached a point in your life when you don't ever have to worry about money. This feeling is the best feeling you will have, as you are the one who accomplished this task. I repeat, you are the one who accomplished this task. Nobody else did it for you. It is yours. You did this. Gone are the days living paycheck to paycheck, working tons of overtime. You will have the time to spend with your loved ones. And I want you to physically write down on a piece of paper or a notebook you have laying around, or even your diary, an amount of money you could live comfortably on for the rest of your life. Just write down an amount of money that you think you could live comfortably on for the rest of your life. Just jot down an amount. Make this your goal and write down a date that you will complete this goal. Be realistic. Now, read what you wrote every day. Once a day, twice a day, even 3 times a day. Write down something like this. I will have $350,000 by January 2020. Read this to yourself out loud every day. If you believe all things are possible, believe in this goal. You can and will complete this goal if you put your mind to it and let your money work for you. Please take a moment and leave a comment on what you think about this program and click that like button. Also, if you know anyone who would like to view this program, please share it with them.